Hey guys, it's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. I'm back. Part 4, Socrates, New York. We're building this European style, that's what we're calling it, swim pond with a natural flare. If you guys haven't watched the first 3 videos on how we got to this point, click on this link right here and start with number 1. But if you have, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about plumbing. We will be running external pumps on this system, which means the pumps are actually not inside the vaults. They're going to be out here on a platform. So when we're doing that, we've got to install suction lines. We got to use hard PVC for that. You can't use the flex because you can actually collapse it. Right now, what Anthony is doing is installing some bulkheads through our liner. Now, it's important when you install bulkheads through liner that you actually put seam tape on first. So this is seam tape, this is cover tape. What that does is increase the thickness of the liner there and give us a nice safe attachment. So when that bulkhead goes through and we tighten up that nut on the other side, it's got plenty of meat to grab onto. Now, if you don't know what a bulkhead is, it's actually something that gives us a mechanical attachment to go through the liner. So this threaded portion here is going to go right through that hole. And on this side, we've got a rubber O-ring gasket. That's going to press against the liner and it'll get tightened up on the other side with this nut. When you tighten that up, it does a compression fitting, squeezing that all together, making it watertight. Then we've got the ability to do some fittings like these MPT slip fittings. MPT is male pipe thread, slip is where you can glue the pipe into it. So now this can get some silicone on it. We'll screw it in on this side and we'll put one on the other side as well, giving us the ability to glue our pipe into either side of it, passing through the liner and not having a problem with water leaking out. From there, we're gonna go into our vault. We've got check valves that are going in there, and then we'll fill this whole cavity up with gravel, essentially just leaving the tops of the vaults exposed so we can get access to it. The reason we're bulkheading is we're gonna have our water level in this reservoir higher than what the exit of the pipes is gonna be. So we've gotta make sure that that's a waterproof connection because it will be sitting in water when it's all said and done. Today it's important for us to get this whole pond done inside and all the capstones. So first thing we're going to have to do is put a bunch of cobble back here so we can gravel this whole thing, because we're going to have one person start washing while somebody else starts capping all these stones on the top, so that way we're ready for water. The other thing we got to do is just fine tune some of those jets and we'll be good to go. Wetland time. I don't see the wetland starting today. Do you? Yeah, later. Yeah? You're ambitious, bud. Huh? Did you see the wetland starting today? Yeah, later. So we're gonna get, like Alan said, all that stuff tightened up. Jets are gonna be in there, and then when water starts going in here, we should be completely finished with this section of the pond. Hey, remember those days when we could work till like 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm feeling it.
I know.
This job is kicking my butt.
It's only 7. We used to have 2 more hours in it.
I know. I'll tell you what though, let's run through it because it looks, we got a lot done today.
We did.
A ton.
Everybody pulled together, worked real hard, got a ton done. Bob is just still finishing up the joints on that bluestone, but all the bluestone capping got done today. The wetland got dug. You guys did a heck of a job over there finishing up the top of the infinity edge. We just got very little fine tuning to do tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I was trying to keep a straight face on that.
We're trying to get out of here in 2 days. I don't know if that's gonna even happen.
It's gonna happen.
We have like, so this is like the death by 1,000 cuts now. All the major work is done except for the wetland. Now it's all the finishing, like the hooking up the plumbing, the lights, the edges, the pumps, the grading, and all that stuff.
2 days.
2 days. We got 2 days, he says. All right. Showed up this morning to 2 water trucks parked in the driveway, already pumping water into our pond.
So this is the exciting part, but it does put us under a lot of pressure because we don't have that seam done yet for the wetland. So the truck showed up as we had scheduled. Now we got to get ourselves in gear, get that liner seam so we can finish filling the rest of this up, and we got to finish that infinity edge really quick. All right, so this wetland filter is the last major thing we got to do. Basically what we're doing is we're going to dry fit the big waterfall rock that's going to go in there. The only thing is it's only going to be a 6-inch drop because we didn't want this huge massive waterfall in this upper end, because this wetland is just going to look like a whole nother pond up on here. So we're going to have to set some rocks in there. We're going to do some stepping stone boulders all throughout it so the kids can interact with it, and then box this whole thing in so it doesn't look like a big square. We got a lot to do today, but today is the last day.
You seem pretty confident, bud. I got to tell you, I think I agree with you. We're going to get this thing done today. This is day 14 on this massive project.
Yeah, and we've been putting in long days, so I think one more long day, we're good.
My neck really hurts today. Almost made it.
We said we were going to finish today, and actually it's done. It could have ran. We even had Peter hooked up the wiring on the pumps, and we just didn't get our water. So tomorrow morning first thing, we're supposed to get 2-3 more loads of water, and then we'll be able to run it. But we are so close.
So it's been months since I've been back here. This place looks fantastic. Peter started to do a little bit of finishing around the pond. Look how clear that wetland is. Just crystal clear water. Doing a great job keeping that pond beautiful. You can see they're starting to plant some plants around here, starting to naturalize the wetland filter. Look at the stepping stones going through there. That is so cool. Peter told me the kids have been absolutely loving this. They started installing some porcelain pavers around the outside edge of the pool. This is where it's giving it that more formal look. They're actually using a solar cover to keep it warm during the season. That set of stairs going into the bottom, how classy is that? And then you got this beautiful 20 by 40 pond. Super clean lines, and the transition from the natural wetland into here looks great. Those boulders that are cut into the beautiful bluestone coping just look terrific. Really nice tranquil waterfall coming out of the wetland filter. That water just flowing out of there. It's actually flowing at about like 15,000 gallons an hour. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. And the jets are working great. We've got circulation going throughout the whole pond, and this is the money shot. Hudson Valley out in the distance, that negative edge waterfall going off the other side of the pond. And let's go see what that waterfall is looking like. These are some massive rocks in here. We're talking up to like 4 or 5 tons a piece. We got a 9-foot weir coming off the top of the pond. And what's so awesome is you can't hear or see any of this from that top side. Top side is super tranquil, quiet. Come down here, you get the natural feel of the surrounding mountains. These waterfalls just turned out fantastic. I love the pooling areas, the crashing back and forth, the splitting over there on the top side. One of our signature type drops where we actually feed another waterfall out in front of it. This one's a real quiet little spot here. Great for birds to come in and bathe. Just something simple coming down through here. And underneath we've got our 5,000 gallon reservoir. This was such a fun project. It definitely pushed us working with that formal element of the whole rectangular pond on top and turning it into the more natural on the bottom side, as well as that wetland filter coming into the pond itself. I can't wait to see what this place looks like when it's fully developed with all the sitting areas and the plantings. It's going to be amazing. Tell me what you guys think. Would you do a formal style pond at your house? It's kind of grown on me. I'll be honest, it's kind of growing on me. I like the clean lines. I like the staircase going down in there. I love the big, massive monolithic blocks that we used inside the pond. And then, of course, having a negative edge off the backside just looks amazing. Hit that subscribe button. Come on back. We're here every week bringing you beautiful water features and showing you how we do it. See you on the next one.